we walk around in fear, we are having an issue with our hope in God. We are having an issue with our confidence in God. We are having an issue with putting our trust in God. There's a faith problem. We are weak in the faith. But again, God always is so faithful. If you love him, he will come to you and comfort you and let you know exactly what to do. Just like he did with Timothy. Paul said, Timothy, this is what you need to do. First of all, Timothy, you got to know and be reminded that you have the Spirit of God in you. You have faith in you. You have hope in you. And all you have to do is grab a hold of that and believe it. Timothy, you have the Spirit in you. You have the Word of God in you. So Timothy, here's what you need to do. You need to just stir it up. You need to get your focus back on the Lord. You need to get your mind back on the Lord. You need to just press into God. Because Timothy, you have everything you need dwelling in you. Timothy, you're victorious. You already have the victory. You just need to acknowledge that. You just need to know that and believe it. Stir it up. And it is so critical that we all are in the business of stirring up the gift of God. Because there are times we get discouraged. There are times we do grow weary. There are times where we do get intimidated. All of us do. You'd be lying if you said you didn't. All of us have those times and have those moments. But isn't God so awesome that he comes to us and he lets us know of what he said in the Word? He lets us know that he hasn't forsaken us. He lets us know that he's dwelling in us. He lets us know that if we could just cast our cares upon him, he's going to bring comfort into our lives. He's going to bear our burdens. He's going to strengthen us by might in the inner man through his Spirit that dwells in us. Timothy needed to be strengthened. Timothy needed to be reminded. Timothy, you have God in you. Go forth. Rise up and go forth. Rise up. Stir yourself up and get your mind back on Jesus. Go forth. You have the victory. You're more than a conqueror. Christ is in you. Greater is he that is in you than he that is in the world. You don't have to be intimidated because you have life and power dwelling inside of you today. Stay humble. Timothy was having pride. Do you see that? There was an issue with pride. Because when you start feeling intimidated by people, what's happening? You're leaning to your own understanding. You're looking at you. So you get intimidated. And that's pride. Pride is something that is in all of us. We all have to manage pride. All of us have to deal with that pride. The flesh always wants to rise up and dominate the Spirit of Christ in us, bringing us into that place of fear, that place of being weary, that place of feeling discouraged and defeated. But God hasn't given us a spirit of fear, but a spirit of power, love, and of a sound mind. God is with us. If we are with him, God is with us. So Timothy had to be reminded. He had to stir up the gift of God that was in him. And we need to do the same thing. Because if we don't, we will be in fear. Fear will paralyze our minds and drive us down a road of being weary. So we're going to talk about that word weary. Weary means to be weak. It means to fail in heart. It means also to be impatient and dissatisfied. When we are feeling impatient because we don't like how things are working out for us, we don't like how things look, we expected something different. So we want what we want. And we want things to happen now. That's impatient. That's feeling, you're impatient. So now you're having an issue with being weary. You're weary about things. Your mind is filled with anxieties. You can't sleep at night because you're tossed to it. You're just worried about this, you're worried about that. The whole time, God is letting us know that we need to just get our focus back on Him.